I feel a little bit like a Grinch recording this video because I don't do Christmas party trick icebreaker kind of things, right? I'm the like have a meaningful conversation, make a lasting connection with somebody kind of guy. But I think I have a really compelling idea. So what happens is when you're known for asking good questions and starting conversations that matter, people ask you, what can I do at my Christmas party, blah, blah, blah. So that's the intent of this video, is to give you some ideas for what you can do at a Christmas party that aren't cheesy, cringeworthy icebreakers, but also really create some fun and lasting connection. Lucky for you and all your attendees, it's not a game, it's more of a strategy or a rule. In fact, it's the concept of rules. So this got embedded in my head reading The Art of Gathering by Priya Parker. But one of the things she talks about is how rules and constraints actually usually make a gathering much better. So for example, if you've ever attended an ugly sweater party, it's just automatically more interesting because everybody there is wearing some sort of an ugly sweater that they dug out of the bottom of their closet or picked up at the Goodwill or whatever else. And what that is basically just a rule. It's a constraint that you've invited everybody to. It's the reason Halloween is interesting because everybody, like the rule is you gotta dress up in costume. You can't go around in your plain clothes, knocking on doors, collecting candy. You have to jump through a small hoop. And so thinking about your holiday, Christmas gathering, etc. I chose Christmas because that's what people ask me about. Apply it to whatever holiday you would like to. The idea is create just 1 to 3 rules or guidelines or invitations for your group to step into. For example, if you have a bunch of friends over for a Christmas party, you can serve drinks, but the rule is you can never pour your own drink. You have to ask somebody else to pour your drink for you. And so what ends up happening is you need to ask and you could add to the rule, you have to ask somebody new every time you want to drink. So you can't just have a buddy who's always pouring drinks. You've got to ask somebody new to come and make you a drink. And so what happens is you get peeled off and you're chatting by the kitchen counter, having a conversation with that one person, making a connection, only because there was this little low-hanging fruit constraint or rule. One of the examples that Priya Parker gave that I loved was a mom's group that anytime the moms mentioned their kids, they had to take a shot. Because the idea and the intention was to connect over life outside of parenting, just for this little bubble of time each week. And so anytime kids were mentioned, somebody had to take a shot. I've been really loving the non-alcoholic beer and spirits lately. I wake up feeling much better after a couple drinks of no alcohol. And so if you're on that train, the rule can simply be some minor silly penalty for mentioning blank. So at a Christmas party, if anybody says the word tree, they have to ask the whole group a question. And this is where I'm not going to get involved in your life. You should spend 30 seconds getting creative about what is one rule that I want to add to this gathering, what is one guideline that I want to add to this gathering. And in the beginning of your party, share it with conviction, and it will change the dynamic and intent of the entire night. One other quick idea that is in the same vein as a rule, but is a little bit more of a mission that you're giving a group. So as people walk in, what if you had everybody's name written on a piece of paper, and they pulled out somebody else's name? Instead of Secret Santa, where you have to give them a gift, what if it's just secret, help that person out, secret, care about that person, secret, be extra curious about this person. So you give them some mission attached with that person. Everybody's walking around with somebody in mind that they're going to be nice to. It creates just this kind of elevated fun dynamic where anytime anybody does anything nice, they're like wondering, like, is it you? And perhaps the game is figuring out who chose your name at the end of the night and everybody guessing. What's likely to happen is that people guess the wrong person, which means that they're saying, you were nice to me, and you were nice to me, and you were nice to me. Oh wait, and you were also nice to me, right? It's just like super simple, positive. I'm a big fan of instead of saying like, hey everybody, let's gather around and play a game. This is something a little bit more organic, but that facilitates enough interesting connection that it makes the time well spent, unique, a little bit more memorable. That's it. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, see you later. If you like this video, sorry I'll never post another video ever about holiday party icebreakery things, but you should totally watch this video on what I believe to be the absolute best icebreaker, which I would frame as connection before content. In this video right here.